Hello and happy Sunday to everyone. This is the day where we are all supposed to give praises to God. And at this time, I just want to give my father all of the praise. I want to give my mother all of the praise. And what I mean by that is you guys have to understand spirituality and how this works in life. You see, my mother and father are of the sky. The wind in the air and the sky itself. My mother and father spiritually are everything that is above you. And it is the truth. You see, I know who I am. And you guys have spent a lot of time trying to piece everything together. I don't have to piece anything together. I know who I am. Now, this is the thing about what's going on. And this is going to be the truth, and I'm going to provide a lot of clarity because the heavens are constantly pushing me to speak clarity, to bring clarity forth. This weekend, for some reason, they want me to have a voice. They want me to say things. And it is because we're under the Leo energy. Leo is expressive. Leo is bold. Leo is outwardly going to express things. Now, I want you guys to have a better understanding because I know that if you just jump into my life, it's a lot of things that you won't understand. But I'm here to bring a lot of truth and clarity to a lot of people today. For those of you who do not know me, I am Isis, okay? For those of you who do not know, there's a lot of people who do know. So this is the weird place that I've been in dealing with people. So for clarity, you have to go back to the year of 2020. That was the year where everything changed in politics, everything changed in the world, everything changed in my life, and everything changed with people. You see, prior to this year, my mother and my father, knowing who they are, the sky, the heavens, knowing what that is, my birther is the sky, the heavens. That's where my soul originates from. Now, things changed in the climate in the year of 2020. And there's not one single soul on earth, not even the person that you guys think it is, not even my twin soul, showed me the truth, didn't reveal anything to me. I know exactly who did. My father. So there's one big problem that hopefully is solved now. Because what happened is a lot of people got caught up on the fact that my twin soul taught me things or showed me things or gets some type of glory because of his part in something. But that's not even what happened. My father showed me everything. Everything that was hidden, including what my own twin soul had been doing too, to deceive me. How long he had waited to come into my life. How long he had waited to finally speak. And even then, he didn't really want to. You see, my life could have been a different way, but it didn't go the way that it should have gone, and that is my person's fault. But the way everything panned out, a lot of people may think that it was a good thing to connect with this person. But honestly, this is someone who had a lot of toxicity inside of him from the past. And then this thing flipped and it turned into a really drastic change within the climate. This is someone who misused power. Now, this is the same thing that this person has done in the past life. Manipulates and tricked me into giving him some sort of power, some sort of fame, some sort of benefits, blessings from God. Because we may be twin souls, but we have different supernatural abilities. Mine are stronger, more potent. That is why I am the mother of all gods. I am the God of gods. I am the most powerful God. So in order for him to have that type of balance with me, there were certain things I was manipulated to do. And I'm sitting here today and I'm like, all of these people who know who I am and who talk about me every single day, who praise me, worship me, love me, but also the ones who envy me and mock me. It doesn't matter what side you're on. The focus is on me. But then I see things like you all praising instead of I'm talking about outwardly, more clearly praising my spiritual brother. Now, I think that it is good for him. But you guys have to understand that I'm not who I am because of him. I am who I am because of my Father. Now, the second thing you have to understand is that you all are a part of something that I am not a part of. Let's get that understood. There's a lot of people out here that are a part of things that I've never been a part of and I don't want to be a part of. And when that started to be revealed, you guys, it's like you're trying to worship me and you're trying to bash me at the same time. Because there's an anger about how you feel when the truth is revealed, but then there's a joy that you feel when I am exercising divinity, divine authority. Because I know that a lot of you are reaping benefits from this. But you cannot create a heaven and hell. And that is what you all tried to do. Because you have listened to your masters. You have listened to those people who are really, really smart and those billionaires with a lot of money. You see, my spiritual brother should not get as much glory as he's gotten. You know why? Because he stepped into my energy to accumulate wealth. He has used my spirituality toward me to express love to me, and is getting paid a lot of money for doing it. A lot of people have gone down for doing this, misusing their power, especially against me. I am the source. So what happens when you misuse the source? Eventually, the source calls it all back. Now, there is a difference in, I know that it confused you guys. You guys were trying to find out who is Osiris and who is Set. You guys didn't know. You were very lost. But you wanted me to feel lost with you. That was a part of your strategy. So you sent both of them. And then you guys placed these really evil bets. And a lot of people are going to join these bets, especially people with gambling addictions, especially people with Jezebel spirits, especially people with demons already haunting them, especially people with not enough intelligence about spirituality, about God, about the Son of God and the daughter of God. Especially people who don't understand the Kemetic spirituality, especially people who don't know where they really come from. See, you guys are using the truth against people, and I really don't like it. For some reason, it is as if you guys don't see the truth, but I know you do. It's just hard for you to admit it. It's hard for you to live up to it because of the kind of people you're involved with. I don't hate sororities. I think that it's a beautiful thing to see a group of black women smart. And I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of sorority women are very smart because higher education is a part of it. I don't despise sororities. I like them. You know, I think it's really, really beautiful. All of these women become more successful. They got their sisters lifting them up and helping them, encouraging them, inspiring them, leading them, mentoring them. That is amazing. That's exactly what I want to see. But this is when it gets bad. It gets bad when you guys decided to do something that you guys didn't do enough research about. You decided to join and be a part of something that you didn't really know what you were getting involved in. And I'm not mad at you still. I'm not mad at what you've done. I'm not mad at how you have changed the climate of the world. I'm not mad at what you have done. But this is where I am mad at. When you found out that I really am a goddess for real, you all started to turn your nose up at me because you had gotten upset because of the way I took things. I took it that way because I remember telling you guys the truth. I remember telling you what was happening. I remember trying to help you. I remember trying to inform you and let you know what you were doing before you went too far with the games. I remember trying to tell you that I'm not a part of that. I don't want to deal with that. I'm dealing with spiritual things. I'm dealing with something larger than life. You understand? Everything that I'm going through, everything that I'm witnessing, and everything I'm experiencing is larger than human life. And I was trying to tell that to you guys. But see, your minds were on the games that were being played. Your minds were on these celebrities that are not me. You see, I know that also coming into this lifetime, it's hard for you guys to understand reincarnation because you did not reincarnate. I understand. You guys didn't have, a lot of people didn't have the ability to do this. And I understand. So a lot of times, you guys are going to be confused about reincarnation. You're going to be confused. I know it's something you do not know. This is something ancient, and you're in the new world. I get it. You have no idea. And it's because you're not gods and goddesses, and I know that too. But here's the thing. When a real goddess presents herself to you with an act of compassion and kindness towards you, just because there is some type of ego clashing going on with one of your AKA sisters, you can clearly see the difference in a goddess and a human being who's a part of something with an ego. One woman had too much ego. Her head was too big. But instead of you guys understanding and looking at the real side of things, you guys only thought in a competitive sport mindset. Goddesses don't compete with anyone. I showed her service. I showed her humanity, a sense of humanity. I cared about those people who were coming into that workplace. I had conversations with them. I bonded with a lot of people. But you have to understand that there was this thing with certain women that felt like they're in control and they're at the top. When they come into contact with the real top, it hurts their ego. But now that all of this truth and all of these powerful revelations are coming up, these groups of women now understand me. And how do I know? If I don't talk to any of them, how do I know? The climate has changed. My father is of the sky. I know everything from my father. If my father is of the sky, just imagine what I'm of. You see that word Gaia, Mother Earth? Let me ask you guys something. Why do you think that I chose to reincarnate into a physical body again at this time? This time right here. If you look around, if you look in the news and you see what's going on, we have world disasters. The world is going down. There's weather events happening in places that it should have never happened at. We have tornadoes like crazy. We have hurricanes like crazy. We have the craziest things are happening. A bunch of people are getting into boats and just capsized, like dying randomly. Random bus deaths, random attacks on subways, random airplane crashes, just random. All kinds of stuff is going on. People are dropping like flies. Almost the entire Hollywood is dying. I mean, they're going fast. It's a lot of them in Hollywood, but a lot of them are going really fast. Churches are being shut down for scamming, for lying. It's a lot of things that's happening, right? A lot. This world has changed. The climate has changed. There's a lot of chaos and destruction here. And you guys know who started that. You guys know who created chaos and destruction. You know that. Anything that creates chaos and destruction is a part of Satan. You know that. So the worst thing to do is to go against the one who is not a part of that. Don't go against the good. Don't go against God. Don't go against the kingdom. I don't care what type of power you want to have. I don't care how big your ego is. I don't care who you are and where you came from and what you do for a living. I don't care, because you're a creation of God. You're a creation. You're supposed to work and do a great job. I'm humble and I'm meek and I'm loving and I'm kind and very genuine with everybody. I don't care who you are. You are an individual to me. And you are a creation. I know it's hard for you guys to understand what exactly is going on here. But I have a part in this entire earth. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, what do you think that is? Who do you think that is? See, it's so hard too, because you guys are looking for some type of images that you have seen in your history about goddess and what that is. There's so many things you have been lied to about my family, what a goddess is, what a god is, what a king is, and what a queen is. It's hard to break down what you've already been conditioned to know. But let me tell you guys something. You want to be these queens and these kings and these gods and these goddesses so bad. But I want to tell you this. To be one, it does not take money. You understand? You don't have to have diamonds and pearls to be a god, a goddess, a king, a queen. It does not take that to be one. That is one of the perks of being one, but it doesn't take that. What it takes is a soul that belongs to God. A soul that belongs to God. And how does that happen? You would have had to be created when I was created in the Garden of Eden. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no such thing as Eve. But you would have had to be created in the Garden of Eden. You would have had to be, in order for you to be me. You see, I can't fake and I can't be a part of your agendas. I can't do that. If you guys are going to come at me, I'm going to go at you. If you guys learn how to shut up and mind your business, I'll do the same thing. I wouldn't say anything. I would just act and play along with everything like I've been doing all these years. But you see, when you guys come toward me with a certain energy, you come toward me with a certain tone, you come toward me with a certain mind game, then yes, there's going to be a certain problem. Listen, black people, black American people are easily influenced. Okay, and I'm aware of that. Black women are very stubborn, and I'm aware of that. But I'm also aware that not every black person is the same. You guys may have a little problem with real authority, and I see it. So what you guys thought you were going to do was somehow put someone else in the role of me. Somehow You guys thought that you could just keep using my power like you've been getting away with. For every single accomplishment you have is not really yours. Those are my Grammys. Those are my Emmys. Those are my awards. That's my money. Those are my houses. Those are my cars. That's my jewelry. That's my families. That's my people. All of it's mine because you use me to get it. You guys need to pay attention to what's going on and open your eyes to the truth, because they don't want to tell you the truth for some strange reason. You know why? Because they're greedy. You see, these people want royalty, and they think that this means money. So they have been harvesting energy of mine to gain every single thing that they have. That is the structure of the United States. You guys probably don't believe it. You know why it's hard to believe? Because if you're on the outside looking into all of this, you wouldn't know what's going on. But you know why it's so hard for you to believe, for you not to believe this? Because you'll look at my life and you'll see me in a low income bracket. Right? Well, you must have to ask yourself, why is it like this? Why is it that when she talks, she sounds like a genius? Why is it that when she's providing inspiration to others and she's teaching and guiding others, why is it that she sounds like she created this world or these people in it? Why is it that when she is showing her leadership, I feel that this is truly who the leader is? Why do you think in your soul you feel like this is all true? Because it is. So just imagine people worshiping you and praising you and seeing you as a God. And they think because you are, they're supposed to take everything from you. Ask for everything that they want. They think that you're granting all of their wishes and biggest desires, hopes, and dreams. That's the only way that they think. And that's the only time that they care about you. Is when there could be a possibility of you not being their source anymore. But this is where they really messed up. Because God is of love. God is of love. God is of grace. God is of good. God is of the right thing. God is not going to become a part of something that wants to have it's like a lot of manipulation, mocking, and ridicule is going on, but I'm your source. So you guys are not understanding that the more you do what you do, the more you're dropping dead. The more games you play, the more the game is going to have you lost. And when you lose, that's it for you. You guys are not understanding all of this. But I love black women and I love black men. I love everybody. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. See, you guys messed up when you decided to keep me out of things. When you decided to keep secrets from me. When you decided to not let me know about my money that's still on hold, that is for me. When you guys decided not to speak up and say certain things. What are you afraid of and who are you afraid of is what I'm trying to figure out. Because this is the thing, I want you guys to understand this and I'm going to go. But this is the problem. Human beings don't have power. Human beings can only use money to make things happen. But see that money that they're trying to use to make all of this happen, to make all of you do the things that you do toward me and toward other people? Look at the money itself? Who's still ruling? Me, God, Egypt. That's the same. It's like this is what you guys are doing. You're trying to manipulate the masses to not believe. But the truth is the truth. You guys are taking that same money, like the same source, basically, me, to try to make things happen against me. And then you're also using me to put fear in the people who are underneath you. So, because you want them to carry this whole agenda out. I'm revolving in every way, going around in this massive circle all around you guys. You guys still don't understand that this earth is a part of the universe, and this universe is my mind. You guys still don't understand that. It's hard to get everybody to understand when you guys are so used to following each other. But real leadership here is God. I'm trying to tell you, can any person in a position of power or authority, let's say authority, can any one of these people control the weather? Don't worry, I'll wait. Can any one of these people bring up the sun in the morning and the moon at night? Don't worry, I will wait. You guys don't even know what's going on in your own universe, your own planet Earth. You guys would never be able to explain the nature of events, the cosmic flow of energy. You guys think you can. And there's people who have discovered a lot of amazing things throughout our history who's giving you guys a glimpse into what God is. But but as you can see, in the year of 2024, they're still on a quest to try to figure everything out. For centuries upon centuries, human beings have been fascinated with the stars. What is beyond the stars? What is beyond the earth? What is happening? But see, you're doing nothing but going into the mind of God and trying to figure it all out. You guys have done this with NASA. NASA's been trying to figure out the way God thinks for a long time. And it's showing as a clear reflection. The same thing is happening in my life. You guys are doing the same thing. I've just completed an assessment that where all of you guys wanted to see how my mind thinks. That is a 3D reflection of what is happening in the 5D. What is above is below. You guys have been doing the same thing above with NASA, sending things up, trying to understand the way my mind works. And you have been doing the same thing below in the workplace and all these different ways, and in my business and all these different ways that you've been sending these projections, these drones, and these fancy technologies to watch everything I do to find out how my mind thinks. You actually wanted me to do an assessment to find out. What is above is below. The same thing you guys are doing, trying to find out the mind of God, you're doing it here on earth too, because you're trying to find out what's going on in my mind. You guys are doing it in both ways. But you didn't know the connection that was there. But I do. You see, why did I reincarnate right now? Because I already knew that this time would come. I already knew that it was a requirement for me to not just have my eyes set in the sky, but also I needed my eyes here, set on the ground. I needed to see everything too. I needed to live this experience with you guys as well. Because I already knew that you would get beside yourselves and start trying to get into my head. Now, you guys have also done this thing where I am extremely powerful, and you all know that because I'm supposed to be. Look at who I am. You guys have taken my astrology predictions, my horoscopes, everything that I talk about, and you act it out in real life. You force it, you manipulate it to happen that way. Because it's too verbatim. It's a little too exact to my words. You guys have done this. But when I go back to work, I have to deal with airheads coming at me about being spiritual and about my predictions and pretending like I'm just this average person still. But every single day of your life is going based off of my predictions. Every decision that you guys are making inside the workplace, outside the workplace, all around the world is based off of my astrological predictions. You know why? Because they're not just astrological predictions, and I'm going to tell you the truth. That is called power. I am the great Mother Isis. I can speak things into existence. I can determine death and life with my tongue, and I can determine what is going to happen when I write. But instead of you guys being real and saying, you guys could have gave me a head start with a lot of things back when I was a young girl, and I was in my development stage. But this is exactly the way that God wanted it. God wanted it to be where, what would you do if power was granted to you? Not me. What would you do if power was granted to you? You know what happened? Divine authority, what if it was given to you? What if divine authority was in your hands and you guys had the control over the world? Or over, the United States or whatever? What would you do? You know what you guys did? Played the power against its own power. That's all you guys did. So think about it. All you've done is just taken one thing with another thing and put it together, and now you have exalted me so high to the point where I have no choice but to shine, because all you've done is given me everything right back. It's a revolving door. You know why? Because none of you can take it and run off with it. How can you take something and run off with it? This is the creator you're talking about. There's no such thing as being able to run off with something that belongs to the creator, the original one, the OG. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of you guys hiding this. I'm sick of you guys not telling everybody the truth. I'm sick of y'all, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm tired of this. You guys are so silly. You come around me and you don't know how to react to what is going on. You never thought in a million years you would see that this is happening for real. So you guys act weird. But this is the thing. There is no such thing as luck when it comes to my survival. And I wanted to clear that up a long time ago when I started to hear that. That wasn't luck. That was a demonstration to let you know that you're not me and I'm not you. I survived a life in quote unquote death situation. That's what you guys thought, right? But for me, you know what I survived? You know what I survived? Ignorant human mind games. That's what it was. Ignorant human mind games. Because you guys are still not understanding. You're trying to understand the mind of God, but you're playing games. Really think about what you're doing. How are you going to play a game on the game itself? How are you going to be a player in a game that was created that, like, we already know the results. We already know the answers. We already know who's going to win the game. We already know who's going to lose the game. We already know. So you can't try to throw rocks and hide your hand and try to manipulate this game. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Everything that you're doing is being recorded, is being watched. Every single thing that you're doing. You guys are so smart that you understand everything in the world except the afterlife. Now, why is it that human beings are so smart that they don't know anything that can happen after that? Because you're not meant to. Because you're not God. See, this is why I reincarnated, because I knew that you guys would get beside yourselves. I knew that it would get like this. Stupid. Basically, because you guys are like, there's so many people who deserve a good life. There's so many people who deserve to know the truth about what's going on. There's so many people that deserve to understand everything that's going on. People deserve to know this. I sit here and I get on YouTube and I watch these women or men on their channels, and they're amazing, by the way. But it's so funny to me because they're all racing to make videos. They hurry up and make videos, and they're all trying to understand my mind. They're all trying to get into my energy. And it is so, of course I'm going to inspire everybody. I inspire your biggest celebrities, just like I inspire the biggest people in this world. I inspire these people on YouTube. I'm inspiring everyone. You understand that? Because that is what a goddess is. You're my people. So I'm your goddess. But it doesn't mean to try to, and of course with inspiration, a lot of women are going to want to be like me. A lot of women may start to call themselves goddesses. A lot of women may start to feel like a queen. It's empowering. It's soul enriching. And that's what I'm here for, to show you love and to show you the real thing. But these women, I mean, they're ready to make a video to explain what's going on with my mind. They're all trying to figure it out. It's like a science project. And don't talk about people that in the actual physical reality, places where I go. All of these people think that they're playing mind games. There's no such thing as mind control. How can you mind control the one that's controlling your mind? You can think that you're at the top of the pyramid, but what pyramid did you create? Because I know what I created, and I know you're not at the top of mine. I am. You can't get over on me. Nobody. And because of that, you all get upset. So you get all of these people who are ignorant to it and don't understand what's going on right now to try to go against me, to somehow have power, to somehow have authority. It's like you guys still don't understand what you're doing here. You still don't get it? The authority that you want is still ran by me. Even if you send people to come toward me to try to keep me under the radar. What radar? Do you know what my radar is? The equator line. That's my radar. The equator. Do you guys know? You guys send people toward me to try to change my energy, try to change my mood, trying to take me out of a joyful place and put me in like a negative mindset for some reason. But do you know the vision I get, what I see? The top of the prime meridian to the bottom. I'm crisscrossed all over the world. You understand? All over the world. I don't have to be in Australia to show you Australia. I don't have to be in Germany to impact Germany. This is not a scientific revolution either, because that's why you all got it twisted at too. Geniuses got together and tried to understand me. And then they wanted to sell this agenda to everybody like this is some type of brand new scientific revolution. Like, you guys have done everything from trying to say I'm an indigo to a crystal star seed or whatever lies you guys have told. You guys have sorry. You guys have made up so many different things. I don't even know what I am to you, right? I know who I am, but I don't know who I am to you. I don't know what you guys believe anymore. Because for some of you, you believe in the right thing, and some of you don't know what the right thing is to believe it in the first place. But this is not a scientific revolution, government. Because y'all are the ones who thought it was. This isn't nothing new. A revolution is something new, something life-changing, something that's going to, be like this thing that just comes out of nowhere, right? No, this is not a revolution. This is not something that you guys would, just be, because that's what you guys are doing. It's like a science project. And the only reason why these little civilians with no power feel like these little minions, the reason why they feel like they can do what they do toward me is because you guys have put them in this program, this mindset that you guys are researching something. You guys are studying some type of revolutionary thing. You guys have tricked these people into going against God. And you know you have. So you allow these people to know what's going on in my own home. Isn't that sad? Isn't that a damn shame? But how can I blame you when you're sending all these stupid space shuttles up into sky? As above, so below. The same way you guys are flying all these shuttles up into my mind, you're doing the same thing in my home. You're sending cameras, you got secret devices, sound devices, all kinds of stuff. You guys are monitoring the whole thing. As above, so below. And I want you human beings to understand what they're doing. They want you to think that this is something otherworldly, something weird, something, they want you to think that this is some type of revolution. I'm telling you. But there is no revolution with God. God has always existed. A goddess like me, I've been here lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. I've never left. This is not a revolution. This is the truth. And these same people that's doing all of these things, do you know that I can take everything from you? But do I want to? Absolutely not. I love everybody. But you guys are going to stop lying to people about who your source is. How are you going to lie to these people and try to gain and capitalize off of it at the same time? You all are literally doing the same thing. Manipulating people with the energy, and you're using it up at the same time. So why am I at a low income right now? Because you guys want to try in your minds to somehow keep me there while you continue to build up your riches off of what I've built in the past. But there is nothing new under the sun. And the reason why I have decided to stay in this low income bracket during all of this is so that I can let you guys go as far as you want to go, only to come right back down to me. God bless.